Okay, so let's just say that while reading the book and after I read the book, during the recording of this video, I lost it. So in order to accommodate that, we're going to be using this instead.
Bruh.
Harry Potter or the Chamber of Secrets. Well, hello there, viewer. Okay, what kind of weird shenanigans did I get myself into today? Well, let's find out, because guess what? We're doing a book talk that you guys did not ask for. Neither did I. None of us asked to do any of this, but guess what? Here I am anyway. So who's ready to do this stupid book anyway?
No.
What book are we even doing again? Oh yeah, the Sorcerer's Stone. The Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone. This is the right book. Alright, at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be using this to represent Sorcerer's Stone. Idiotic mistake. So instead, we're not going to be doing that. So, I'm just gonna put an image of it right here, like I did, like, in the last frame. I didn't show a previous frame, but past Gabriel did not know that. So, now that you all know what we're doing exactly, Harry Potter the Sorcerer's Stone is made by J.K. Rowling in 1997. It's a particular favorite of mine that I read a while back. I do remember most of the details, don't worry. But, yeah. Briefly summarize the book. Okay, Will. Let's do that. Alright, how about that? Yelling for that? Because I am. So Harry Potter is a book about a kid named Harry Potter. He had his parents killed in a, quote, car crash. We'll address that later at some point in the book talk. But anyways, he eventually finds out from this guy named Hagrid that he is actually a wizard. And then he goes to Hogwarts to learn magic. Yeah, that's basically the idea of the book.
Bruh.
It's a very simplistic one, but then once you expand upon it, it's a really good book.
Nice.
If it were just the whole main idea were just to be like, hey, a kid just goes to a magic school, and that's it, that's boring. Nobody wants to read that. You know what? Screw it. Why don't I tell you why you should read it as well? Because it's a great book, and I read it as well. You should too. And if you haven't read it so far, honestly, I don't blame you, because I wasn't really much of a Harry Potter fan at the beginning. But hey, guess what? We all find our taste for books at some point.
So good and tasty?
You know, but guess what? You don't have to have a taste to like Harry Potter. No. You can just pick it up and read it, honestly. And it is a great book. You will like it. That is if you're my age. If you're a bit older like my dad is, you're not... I don't think you will have nearly as good of a time as it is, since that's more of a kid's book, but more for around, like, my age. So, why don't we just go ahead and talk about the rest of the book, like the main characters, just the details of the book. Okay, so now we have to talk about the antagonist and protagonists. So first, for the protagonists, we have, to give you a bit of room so you can see the images on the side here, Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione? Is that how you say it? I forgot. Whatever. Let's just go with Hermione. Anyways, so those are the main characters, but what about the main antagonist? Who's the main antagonist? Well, there are multiple antagonists, which I will address both of. So first there's, Malfoy. He's a It's just a bully, your average stereotypical bully that really just goes around bullying everyone, and he's particularly targets Harry because, you know, I mean, come on, have you seen a picture of Harry versus Malfoy? Come on. And then we have, not to mention, the main antagonist, Voldemort.
Oh, shit! A spy!
I feel like everyone in the magic world just got triggered by me saying that. But anyways, so yeah, Voldemort is a dark villain. He's sort of just like the big baddie of the book. He tried killing Harry Potter at a young age, but it turns out whenever he cursed him, boom, came right back at him. And yeah, now he has a scar on his head because of that. Well, Harry does because of the curse, and it bounced right back at Voldemort, and he went into hiding after that. Pretty solid backstory like that one. I can't believe that a dark magic overlord just got beaten by a infant. Do you not understand how stupid that sounds? An infant beating an overlord? How? Whatever. It must have been some like protection spell or something. I don't know. But anyways, enough about that. What about the others? Well, Ron Weasley and Hermione are Harry Potter's friends. That's all I can really say about them because I don't know much else about them. They are relevant to the plot in some way, but not that big of a plot. Not that big. Anyways, on to the next part. Okay, but then where does the book take place? Great Britain! Yeah, it takes place in the good old-fashioned United Kingdom, far from here in the United States of America, brother. So, instead, I'll also tell you about the actual, like, city and the exact street. It takes place in London of number 4 Privet Drive. Is that correct? Hold on one moment. Okay, so it is number 4 Pivot Drive. Wait, who is made by? AI! Oh! Okay. You need to put a warning on those things. Jeez. I do not like AI. All of you should know that for a fact. I don't like AI. I need to take a break. I'll be back. So I took my break, and now I'm okay. Anyways, who's ready to learn about the rest of Harry Potter, huh? I'm not allowed to tell anybody else about Harry Potter. Alright, fine. Well, in that case, I'll talk about what I think of the book, which is pretty simple. I thought it was a great book.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I already said that from the beginning of the video, so that's pretty pointless to say. But other than that, I think one thing that I liked about the book is just that it's just like so good of a book that I actually can read it.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's there than me! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
You know how many books I've picked up from the library, and all of them, every single one of them, most of them at least, that I've pretty much never been able to properly read? Many. I cannot get over how many of those stupid books are unreadable because of how the author writes them. J.K. Rowling has always just been the greatest author to me for, like, the way in which they write.
The GOAT!
Oh wait, I've been saying they. I meant to say she. J.K. Rowling is a she, by the way. Anyways, the fact that Harry Potter is more than just a book is crazy to me. Well, actually, no, it's not that crazy because I've been growing up in a pop culture of, well, Harry Potter being the most popular thing around. Harry Potter's a movie, it's a book, it's merchandise. Jesus. J.K. Rowling is just swimming in cash, man. You can't get over how much cash she makes. Yeah, anyways, what is the thing? The underlying message? Alright. What about the underlying message? Good question, because I don't know. For me,
there wasn't much of an underlying message I could clearly see, or any sort of like theme I could see. But all I really knew, it was a book about people who were riding around on magic broomsticks, and there was a kid who has a lot of backstory and that he didn't even know about, and he got sent to a bunch of people that he didn't even like. Eventually found out that he's actually a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sorry about the tangent. Anyways, so I guess that's it for that video. That's all I really have to say. But one more thing. Hold on. Mousy friend has come to say hello. Anyways, hope you have a pleasant day.